start to elevate in your career, you got to get what you need, right? And I feel like maybe the coach does.
You're going to see some power here from Jake. Tell me what you think of this, Tyron.
I mean, he got power.
I'm tougher than I believe I was. Because actually, when I agreed to this fight, and I started training, I said, what the f am I thinking of?
And Dallas is gonna be an amazing night on Friday, and I'm just happy God is with me this week, and I'm just having fun doing my thing. I feel really good, sharp, powerful, explosive, and it's gonna be a short night for Mike.
So the night of the fight, they're gonna realize they better watch it next time they talk crap to me.
The much-anticipated clash between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson reached a new level of intensity as recent open workout highlights showcased both fighters' readiness. Paul and Tyson gave fans a glimpse into their training routines, building excitement as they prepare for the showdown. The workout event offered an inside look at both fighters' approaches, sparking fresh discussion among fans and analysts alike.
Towards fighting in general, my motivation and inspiration and all that has changed. You know, it's the ebbs and flow. For certain reasons, I would fight in the beginning of my career, you know, like respect, or just because someone was talking shit, or, you know, I was excited to make a bunch of money fighting, or I really hated someone. Now, it's just completely different. Now I'm just on a path to world champion.
Mike Tyson showcased an incredible level of intensity and strength in the workout, reminding fans of his prime fighting days.
Nice. Come on, punch it. Yeah. Yeah.
His power-packed punches and focused energy left no doubt about his commitment to bringing his best to the fight. The workout highlighted Tyson's ability to tap into his legendary prowess, reigniting memories of the days when he ruled the heavyweight division.
The difference between wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge is knowing, wisdom is doing.
Yeah.
You know,
here's what I say. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Now I tell people,
Today is a gift.
Listen to me.
The present.
You can have kids. They can love you, but they can f up. But if they respect you, they don't f up. Respect is everything. I don't want people to love me, respect me. And I say people.
The recent press conference between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson brought tensions to a new high as the two fighters exchanged verbal threats and asserted their readiness to step into the ring. Facing each other with intense stares and confident posturing, both Paul and Tyson left no doubt that they are prepared to back up their words with action.
Are you to knock Jake Paul out?
I'm very prepared. I'm very prepared. I had a small
Night, right, is going to have a reunion between 6 generations of boxing fans. For all of the people that rooted for the young 20-year-old heavyweight champion.
In his own recent workout video, Jake Paul displayed an impressive level of focus and physical conditioning. Through intense routines, Paul is proving his commitment to facing Tyson in top form. Paul made statements recognizing Tyson's conditioning and power, mentioning that he looks to be in his best shape and considers him the strongest opponent he's faced.
Yeah, man, he's looking really, really good. I'm definitely a little bit crazy, and I'm definitely a little bit scared. You know, this is the toughest fight I've had to date against the most experienced opponent. It's at heavyweight, and Tyson's dropping people in sparring. He looks the best shape and the strongest he's ever been, is what his coaches are saying. And so I know on November 15th it's going to be a war, but I just plan on outboxing him and showing the world what I'm capable of, and coming alive in the moment and knocking out one of the best to ever do it.
I know.
A content creator, I like to have fun. You know, I've always been the class clown, but I'm a killer. This is what I was bred to do. This is my destiny. On November 15th, I will stop him and become the face of boxing. And whether people hate that or love it, they're gonna have to accept it, because I was born to do this, and I will be world champion, and I will go down in the Boxing Hall of Fame as one of the greatest to ever do this.
Paul's remarks reflect his acknowledgement of Tyson's status as a dangerous contender, showing he's aware of the challenge he's taking on with the boxing legend.
He is the best ever, but also he's getting on a little bit. And do you lose if you win?
Yeah, no, a lot of people are, wondering, Jake, why are you doing this? Like, even if you beat him, they're going to say, oh, he was old or whatever. But to me, Mike Tyson wanted to fight me. That is an honor. He's one of the most famous boxers in the world to ever do it. Him, Muhammad Ali. And to step in there with someone of his nature is an honor. It's a dream come true. And it's going to be a spectacle on Netflix. 700 million people, Dallas, Texas, AT&T Stadium.
Fan reactions on Twitter reflect a mix of skepticism and respect for both fighters. One fan, Olalu, tweeted, "No way, Jake Paul is getting walked. I respect his work, but no way Mike loses unless it's script." In a recent face-to-face video on Jake Paul's YouTube channel, both Paul and Tyson exuded intensity and focus, suggesting they're more than ready for their fight.
It's important.
Hopefully it's not 2v1 like Trump had to do it.
No, we good, we good. You guys ready?
Go.
All right, let's get it. We're gonna start with you, Mike. Why'd you agree to take this fight with Jake Paul?
I believe this is going to be great for boxing. I believe I'm going to win.
Jake, why'd you agree to take the fight with Mike?
Man, he's a legend, This is the guy. This is one of the two most famous boxers to ever live, him and Muhammad Ali. This is a dream come true for me. I am inspired by Mike, his story, what he's persevered through. And to be able to fight him and to share the ring with such a legend is special.
Seen anything like this and probably never will.
Well, Mike, let me ask you this. What does it say about Mike Tyson if he knocks out a 27-year-old Jake Paul?
Mike just knocked somebody else out again. This is going to be big. It's just, it's not like it's just some 27-year-old. It's Jake Paul.
Jake, same question to you. What does it mean if you knock out a 58-year-old Mike Tyson?
Yeah, when it happens, it's going to be a little bittersweet because I have love for him. But at the current moment, we're meant to go to war. He's trying to take the food off my plate. I'm trying to take the food off of his plate, and that's what warriors do.
Mike Tyson has not shied away from making bold statements about Paul's expectations. In a pointed message, Tyson said that Jake thinks it's going to be an easy night, but it's not going to be an easy night for him.
Well, I'm not going to lose. So I can't even fathom losing. I can't even imagine it. He's not going to win. I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. It's not going to be an easy night.
I don't think that. I think it's going to be a war of ages. The fans are the ones who win out of this, but I know you, I know your soul on a deeper level, and I know myself, and I know you're not going to fucking quit, and neither am I. You could rip my head off. I can go down to the canvas. You can fuck me up. I could be bleeding from everywhere, and I'm not going to stop. And I know that's the same for you. That's the beauty of this, is I don't think it's going to be easy. I know it's going to be hard.
You had a great career, but in many ways, this is the biggest event that you ever been a part of.
Jake Paul is facing immense pressure as he prepares to take on a legendary fighter, and he's working tirelessly to prove his critics wrong. Despite many believing he won't be able to stand up to Tyson's skill, Paul remains unwavering in his determination.
More so what I'm focused on, so it's definitely not as exciting, and there's not as much glitz and glamour around it anymore, and I would say more so just the hardest camp. Just sparring 300-pound guys back to back and doing the jogs, weighing 220 pounds, all the miles, all the work at the track is a lot more difficult than running around weighing 205 pounds. So this is definitely the hardest I've pushed myself mentally.
Initially, Mike was excited for the fight, but it's been a long time since Mike's been in the ring, and he had a chance to
decide, but he doesn't always say what he's thinking, and it's hard to tell. But I know that come fight night, it's going to be the old Mike Tyson, the warrior Mike Tyson, getting back to doing what he does best, which is annihilate people. When you've done that for so long, it's going to be second nature for him when the bell rings in the Dallas Stadium. Mike, I love you, man, and boxing thanks you for all you've brought to the sport. You're an icon, you're a legend.
Tyson's training regimen is known to be intense and disciplined, pushing him to his limits as he prepares for the fight with Paul. His trainer has emphasized the power behind Tyson's punches, which come in rapid succession, resembling missiles more than isolated jabs.
It was like 1, nice tight, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 9, 3, 4, 5.
At 58, Mike Tyson continues to impress with his physical condition. His training sessions reveal that he's still a force to be reckoned with, and his conditioning is a testament to his legendary status.
Nice left hook.
What's good for today? Yeah. I truly believe.
Sure?
Yeah, me
Yes.
too.
Sure?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. Sure?
Yeah.
Me too,
Yes.
right? Let's do this.
You did great.
We're done. You sure?
Yes.
Trust me. I got a lot in me. It's work, boy. We just getting started.
Jake Paul's latest workout sessions have shown his commitment to becoming a formidable opponent for Tyson.
August, I'm back, baby.
Former heavyweight champion Shannon Briggs has consistently praised Mike Tyson, emphasizing his unpredictable offensive skills that make him a dangerous contender. According to Briggs, Tyson's ability to attack from both sides adds an element of surprise that keeps his opponents guessing, enhancing his appeal as an unpredictable powerhouse.
There's got to be one thing that really separates him from the pack as boxers, not from fans.
I mean, just speed
Yeah.
for us. If somebody's so fast that when you go to punch and they beat you to the punch, or it's dangerous. And he was just ferocious. I think a lot of times too, the fear factor going into a fight with a guy like that, nobody has seen a guy like that to that point. Here he not really fighting left-handed. He going both ways. You know what I'm saying? He was squaring up. He was doing things that you really it's hard to train for. So he was just so dangerous.
That's why I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you with speed.
Yeah.
Tyson recently took a playful jab at Paul, calling him fat. Paul countered by explaining that he's not overweight, but has bulked up to a heavyweight level. The exchange shows the mind games and mutual banter between the fighters, creating an intriguing dynamic ahead of the match.
I know he's in his prime. He's fat.
I'm not fat.
He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky.
It's heavyweight.
He's fat.
Fuck you, Mike.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt up the other day. He's fat.
Jake Paul has publicly stated that knocking out Mike Tyson would elevate his status to the king of boxing. A victory over Tyson would solidify Paul's place in the sport, earning him a level of respect that only a fight with Iron Mike can bring. For Paul, this fight represents a historic opportunity to make his mark.
Now, y'all know Jake Paul and Mike Tyson supposed to fight November 15th. My thing is about this fight, I just hope Jake Paul don't win. Because you let Jake Paul win, this man will never live this down. Like, if this man win, this man actually gonna be calling himself the king of boxing. All because he knocked out an old Mike Tyson. But like I said, I just hope he don't win. Now, if Mike Tyson win, that's good. That just showing everybody that he still got it. But if he go out there and lose to Jake Paul, oh God. We is not going to hear the last of it. But by the looks of it, Mike Tyson is taking this fight serious. And that's what I need for him to take it serious, because I want him to knock Jake Paul out. Like, when I mean out, I mean night-night. Like, go to sleep, not waking up type shit. And if I'm being honest, I'm just afraid. Because we all know Mike Tyson still got that dog in him. But one thing I am going to do, I am going to put some respect on Jake Paul's name. Because he is a good fighter. It's just I don't want him to win. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this fight. Let me know down in the comments.
Respected boxing trainer and commentator Teddy Atlas weighed in on the matchup, describing it as a dangerous fight for Paul. Atlas's remarks underscore the risks Paul faces in going up against an experienced legend like Tyson, whose capabilities remain a formidable challenge for any opponent.
Jake Paul, he's on the way to building a legitimate boxing career. He's having real fights.
Part of it is what it's been from the beginning, trying to be the best fighter he can be and see where that takes him. At the same time, building a promotional company, maybe changing the sport a little bit in his mind too.
Yeah, I think at the core, he's a good person, and I wouldn't be surprised if part of his motivation for putting on this fight is knowing it will get eyeballs and being able to put on some of the other fighters there.
Jake Paul has made a bold statement, declaring that Tyson cannot beat him regardless of his efforts. This assertion adds a layer of intensity to the buildup, showcasing Paul's confidence and mental readiness to stand his ground, no matter the challenge Tyson presents in the ring.
I look up to you, I'm inspired by you, and I know you're gonna bring an amazing fight and put it all on the line, but no matter what you do, you can't beat me. It's a passing of the torch. And with the utmost respect, I'm gonna fuck you up.
being shy. He usually gets in there naked, butt naked.
Yeah, normally I'm naked.
There's debate within the boxing community about whether this fight should be viewed as an entertainment spectacle rather than a traditional boxing match. Some, including a prominent Mexican boxer, have dismissed it as more of a show than a genuine contest, adding another layer to the event's unique appeal.
It's good for boxing, not good for boxing. A lot of people think that Netflix is good for boxing.
I think Netflix is good for boxing, but at that special fight, I think Netflix is doing something wrong there. I think Netflix being involved, yes, is good, but no in that kind of fights. I think it's more show than a fight.
And he wins his last fight, and he of course calls you out, and then 2 days later he's fighting a near 60-year-old Mike Tyson.
Yeah. At this point, I'm not interested in that kind of fights. I always try to fight.
Jake Paul has shared that they're aiming to break records by hosting this fight on Netflix, marking it as the platform's first major boxing match.
Wait, so Jake, I got a question because I know it's on Netflix. So you're all I do is load up Netflix and it's just gonna be able to be on the platform to stream, like live, just like that.
Yeah, free. There's no pay-per-view price, so you just watch it like you're watching a show on Netflix.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. We're trying to break the record for the most watched U.S. sporting event.
Well, you're gonna. I'm gonna say, chat. How many guys have Netflix in here? I mean, like, if you have Netflix, you're watching it for free.
In a humorous exchange, Jake Paul gifted a pigeon to Tyson on a recent show, hoping to throw him off balance. Tyson, however, turned the moment around by saying he'd feed the pigeon to his falcon, showing his quick wit and adding another memorable moment to their pre-fight interactions.
Yo, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson is in war mode, and when war mode Tyson is there, your little mind games aren't gonna work. Guys, we know Tyson used to raise pigeons. Today, Jake Paul gifted Tyson a pigeon, but when he gave it to him, listen to what Mike Tyson said he's gonna do with the pigeon.
Oh, yes, I got you a gift. I got you a gift, Mike.
You want no pigeon?
But I wanted you to have this.
Looks like a low budget pedigree, but
I just never seen someone handle a pigeon. Is it a low budget pigeon?
I'll feed him to my falcon.
Oh.
So that's food for your falcon?
Yeah.
For some fans, the Paul Tyson fight is seen as important as the historic hypothetical match between Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. The clash of old-school boxing power with modern fame has fans eager to see if the match will deliver on its hype, creating high expectations.
Well, I never thought I'd do a preview for a Mike Tyson fight, but here we are on the Pain Game YouTube channel. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are going at it this Friday night in 8 2-minute rounds. Jake Paul apparently is getting $40 million. Mike Tyson only getting $20 million. I'm shocked at that. The most famous boxer alive is getting a smaller piece of the pie. I mean, they're the reported figures, but I hope that's not true. Tyson deserves an equal half of this pie, in my opinion. He's the reason they're selling out this stadium, right? He's the reason why a lot of people are going to buy this, because Jake Paul's last fight against Mike Perry didn't do shit. No disrespect to Jake or whatever, because he's bringing his own substance to this, but Tyson is the story here. The story being, has Mike Tyson got enough left in the tank to bang Jake Paul out? Because we already know, and he clicks up with this old white man who happens to know boxing, and he adopts him and he turns him into the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. It's a beautiful story, and it's also a sad story, man. When his coach Customato died, you then see him go off the rails and everyone took advantage of him and he just got wrecked. You know, as many people do when they're successful, the leeches come and they take what they can. What a life this man has had. On the one hand, many people didn't want him to take this fight because it's an opportunity for a kid who couldn't lace his boots if he was in his prime to get away.
While many believe that Paul and Tyson are not of the same ability, this perceived mismatch is what makes the fight intriguing.
Over him, and this could be detrimental to his health. But on the other hand, he is a grown man, and you've got to allow him to make his own decisions. And me, if he does come back and beat the shit out of Jake Paul, he'll be a hero all over again, and he'll just get to feel that feeling again of being a champion. And inarguably, one of the biggest events he'd ever been a part of, because now it's Netflix. It's in hundreds of millions of homes, this. It could be the biggest viewed live boxing match of all time. And as much as this makes me uncomfortable, I understand why he said yes. And there's a whole load of money, obviously. I think the thing that people about this is it's just not what boxing's about, right? Boxing is about two people of similar ability, training really hard, getting in a fight and finding out who the better guy is. We already know they're not similar ability. Mike Tyson is one of the most gifted fighters of all time.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.